YouTube? Had to make sure I'm recording. Alright. Today we have a turbo kit. Let's see. From my Miata. We got the CXRacing turbo kit. Let's see. What all do we got in here? As you can tell, I actually already unboxed this. But we're just going to do a little short video. I'm not putting it on today. I actually got an autocross race next weekend. I'm waiting to do the race, and then we're going to put it on Smurfette here. Just a little overview of the car. I ain't actually done a video on the Miata yet. Had this car for a long time. I bought it for like $300. It hadn't run in like 6 years. Did not have these wheels and tires on it. The top is old and raggedy. Believe it or not, I just put that top on this year, and I've owned this car for 4 or 5 years now. But basically the car's got Fortune Auto coilovers, flying Miata sway bars, polyurethane bushings, and all the suspension. I'm going to be doing all the rest of those here in a little bit. I got the diff bushings still to do, but I'm thinking about, doing a diff swap. So let's see, back to what I was doing. Alright. This is CXRacing's newer designed manifold. To be honest, it doesn't look that bad. I've seen a lot of videos of the other ones where there was failures and stuff. This one, it looks like they were pretty smart on how they kind of routed everything. It's not, it's tubular, but it's not as tubular where, shit would have to, be supported by just craziness. They put extra supports down here. The TIG welding is, looking. We'll see how it holds up. Of course, I've seen where a lot of people are like, oh, just get the log manifold right off the back. And to be perfectly honest, I did look at trying to get a friggin' log manifold, but I couldn't find one right now. So that doesn't really say nothing, but this doesn't look that bad. The flange itself looks really good. The steel tubing that they use is stainless steel tubing, so hopefully it'll hold up pretty good. Because it's got some extra support brackets and stuff. Like I said, the TIG welding. Let it focus. Come on, focus, camera. I didn't even see it. It looks, instead of looking like smooth TIG, it looks more like, a bunch of tacks to me. But, as long as it is functional and strong enough. And to be perfectly honest, I've never actually TIG welded. I can MIG weld my ass off. And my MIG welds look way better than this. But at any rate, TIG welding is supposed to be stronger. So hopefully that will work out. But again, when you look down, I don't know if you can see it inside. You can see it penetrated all the way through. Doesn't look like it's ultra smooth in there, but I'm not going to take a die grinder or none of that, because I am not trying to thin none of that shit out. But, on the inside of here, you can see it penetrated. It doesn't look ultra great, but it doesn't look god awful bad. I have seen way worse shit than this on stuff. But it comes with a nice big intercooler. And a lot of people run the CXRacing intercooler. This is the 1.6 liter T25 T28 kit, just so we're clear. This is not the TD 0304. Because I like the 1.6. I want to rock that bitch. A lot of people want to do the 1/8 and stuff like that, and I mean, I know why. You know, they have their reasons. It's not like it's not legit, but for me, I like the 1/6 because I can get them cheap. My truck, Sally Mae, she's holding the rest of the stuff. Let's see, new calipers for Sally Mae right there. I gotta do that still. The big old snail. Yeah. We're not gonna unbox any of this just yet. But they already got the fitting on for your oil feed and stuff already on here. You know, it doesn't look too bad at all. Only thing that really kind of bugging me about this is that from what my understanding is, you know, this turbo, I believe the real one is ball bearing. This one is not. If it is, it's got a shitty ass ball bearing in it. Because, as you can see, I poked my finger through the hole here to see if I could, you know, spin it and have it keep on spinning like a ball bearing does. And it does not. It rotates nice and smooth, but it does not spin freely. Like when you flip it with your finger, it doesn't just keep on getting it. Yeah, let's see. Got more clamps. The clamps and stuff that come with this kit really look good. I believe these are intercooler brackets. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure. The downpipe on this, the piping itself looks pretty good. But again, back to them welds. Like that area looks real good, and then you get to, let's see, see, then you get to shit like that. And then see, like it looks really good right through there. Like it was really flowing good in some areas of this. Like whoever did this pipe was not who did the manifold. But at the same time, like you get up here. And y'all see what I'm saying? That looks like 10 million tack welds. Especially like right in there. But the important thing here to be looking for, and this is with really any weld. Oh, goddamn, it's cold still. Is when you see the discoloration, this means it penetrated. Because this all got hot. And like you can see the discoloration, like the rainbow coloring in the ears and stuff. That's because all this area, this metal, got heated up. So this should work well. Now one thing that did kind of confuse me, which I'm pretty sure of, in the turbo, there comes a plate that I'm positive that you were not supposed to use. This plate right here, because I've seen a couple of videos where guys have actually put this on in between the exhaust pipe and the turbo itself, and to be honest, I don't think you have to do that, because this is more or less, if you like, I think they sell this turbo separate. So if you were to buy the turbo separate, this would be your flange that you would mount or weld your exhaust pipe to be able to bolt it to the turbo. Basically, you don't want to do that with this one, because that then restricts all the gases down to having to go through there. So you don't really want that. You want free flow. So I should be able to bolt the turbo directly to this, which would be that big ass wide opening hole, which makes it flow better. Again, once I get it on the car, I'll absolutely find out whether I'm correct on that, but I'm about positive. At least that's the way it was on my WRX anyways. Because it had basically a flat plate flange, and when you put on the 3-inch downpipe, it's just fucking wide open. Here's a nice little flex pipe doohickey that they give you to attach to the downpipe. All of it looks pretty good. Not bad. I'm going to have to cut one of these flanges off because I don't have the flange on my converter no more. I made a custom exhaust a few years back. Let's see. The intercooler piping and stuff like that looks like it's pretty good. It's already pre-bent and all that good shit. That's your elbows and stuff. which all that looks pretty good. And of course, you know, the one thing everybody wants to see with the turbo, the blow off. The blow off. Oh, look at the blow off. It's so pretty. Oh. Well, at any rate, this did not come with my fuel wideband ratio gauge doohickey or a boost gauge. But Harbor Freight had a boost gauge for $17.99, and I got a 20% off thing of that, so I got it for $15. And then I found an MTXL Innovate wideband with sensor and all that off of Amazon for 150 bucks. So I got it all done, or I got both of those for like $175. So far I've got like $16.75, and that's everything but the ECU, which I'll probably upgrade that later. But everybody I see that does these videos winds up doing it more or less not on the stock ECU. And I would like to see what it actually can do on the stock ECU and how good it runs. I'll put this shit back in there until I'm ready. But oh, here's the oil feed lines and stuff like that. That's the nice thing about this kit. It comes with, you know, the oil feed line and all that good stuff, the fittings and everything to be able. I'm about positive I'll be able to screw this right into the block directly. I've got to, you know, double check that, but I'm pretty sure. I know on the 160s you can just connect it right into the block and the engine. And then, like I said, you got these clamps here. You know, neat. Like I said, these are good looking clamps. They're not bad at all. So this kit actually cost me $1,500. You know, I've seen a lot of people talk about the $1,000 kit on eBay and stuff. You know, this seems like the same kit, but you know, I think they had different manifolds and stuff like that. But for 1,500 bucks, it looks like it's got pretty much everything you need. You know, we'll see, but I want to see what the performance numbers are on Smurfette here after I get it done with the stock ECU. And if it's running good enough on the stock ECU, I'm going to leave it that way. But I really think he's going to wind up with the Mega Squirt just because I know me. But this is what Smurfette looks like now. Under the hood. Nothing too crazy. You know. I know y'all are probably like, oh my god, he's got so much eBay stuff. You damn right. That radiator was $110 shipped. That was the same cost of one through my corporate account, through Pat Boys, for a regular factory one. This I actually bought it in advance and made it myself. Which again, I was able to do that for like 60, 70 bucks. Right now it does have an XTD clutch and flywheel in it. That's actually been holding up pretty good too. I only paid 200 bucks for that. It was like a 9.5 pound flywheel. It was stage 2 clutch, or it might be a 10 pound flywheel, but either way, way lighter than the stock one. Other than that, like I said, I did spend some good money on my tires. I got the Ventus RS4s, the Hancooks. The wheels I actually got off of Craigslist. Somebody had them, and I bought them with tires on it, brand new Hancooks, not these ones, but for 400 bucks for the whole set. They actually thought they were selling them to my super hot ass ex, and then of course I walked out and the guys were like, you could just see the disappointment in their face, but it's all good. I didn't get a lot out of her dumb ass, but that was about the best thing. Alright, well, we're going to try and do a full install video Try and tune in for that.